No, he's hesitant. Hurry up! Let him know! Hurry up!
On the outside of the property, taking pictures of employee vehicles and the property. They're not aware of who he is. They haven't approached him. He's wearing a hat, dark jacket, or sweatshirt. Appears to be a white male.
Here we go.
Careful.
There it is. There's the call. Now we wait.
Honda jumps out, we going out.
There they come. 2 units. 1.
All right, guys, pay close attention, because what you're about to see starts quietly but escalates fast. A simple situation unfolds. A man standing, observing, recording. No crime, no disturbance. Yet within seconds, suspicion is already building. Calls are being made. Descriptions are being broadcast. A harmless presence is instantly labeled as a potential threat. This is how it begins, not with action, but with assumption. Watch closely as the narrative is shaped in real time. Taking pictures becomes suspicious activity. And just like that, the wheels of authority start turning. 2 units are dispatched before a single law is broken. This isn't about safety. It's about perception. And perception, when left unchecked, becomes power. The real question is, what happens when that power meets someone who actually knows their rights?
So you're in the entrance. It's an exit. Now you're blocking the exit. Hey, you know that's an exit, right? It's an exit only. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't be on the exit.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'm worried about you.
How
Yeah,
you doing today?
I'm all right. What's your name and badge number?
Yeah,
I don't like your f***ing attitude already.
It's okay.
All right. I don't like your attitude already. You're already parked like an asshole, dude.
So see the way that you're interacting with
Yeah.
me? That brings my attitude.
Oh,
So,
it does?
Yeah.
Oh, your
you know that
attitude.
because you do this all the time.
I do?
Yeah.
You don't even know who I am.
Anyways. do you
Anyway,
have
what's your
ID
name,
on there?
badge number? I can't say it with the... How do you spell that? How do you say that?
There.
Zaire. Do you have a badge number?
Right here. 112.
I like that badge. It's nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to assume you don't want to produce any ID.
What do you think? Do I have to?
No, you don't have to.
All right. So why would you ask?
Thanks.
Why would you ask? Because you can.
Because I can.
Because you can.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because people,
See,
people, right, like me know our fucking rights.
Right, but I have the same rights as you. So if I
No, right now you don't.
If I
No,
wanna
yours
ask
are
your
very limited.
ID number.
Yeah.
Your ID.
Yeah.
Your license.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. You said no.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. All right. Bye. Stop blocking the entrance like an asshole.
I'll park there if I want.
Yeah, I know you will. And I'll do what I want.
Name's Jeff.
Now here's where things start getting serious. The officers arrive, and immediately the tone is set, aggressive, impatient, and filled with assumptions, instead of assessing the situation calmly. They jump straight into control mode. Questions aren't asked, they're implied. Authority isn't shown, it's forced. But the man they're dealing with doesn't fold. He stays calm. He doesn't match their energy. And that right there shifts the entire encounter. Because when intimidation doesn't work, frustration takes over. You can hear it in their voices. You can see it in their body language. This is no longer about safety. It's about compliance. And when compliance isn't given freely, they try to manufacture it. But here's the problem. They picked the wrong person to test. Someone who understands exactly where their authority begins and where it ends.
My name is Ari. I'm one of the supervisors out here on this property.
Okay.
So the reason I'm here because we have numerous calls.
Oh.
Someone soliciting out here.
Okay.
Anything past that, you could go ahead, but this is ours.
Actually, this is the public right away. I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with you. I have just as much right here be here as anybody else does.
Okay. Do you have a name?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Ari. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
okay.
meet you.
Can you stand here while I make a couple of phone calls?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to my director. You're fine.
Okay.
If anyone comes across, have them call me. I know what to tell them.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I
sir.
was originally over there, and they told me to come over here.
Fine.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Ari.
Nassau County Sheriff's Department, Latark on the recorded line.
Hey, this is Director from Million Island Plantation. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Have you guys got any reports of a homeless gentleman that is blocking the roadway in front of Long Point?
Not as of today, no, we haven't received anything.
Okay. Just talked to one of my officers out there. It's a guy that's holding up a sign saying homeless vet, God bless America, and he's soliciting people driving out of Long Point for money, approaching cars and standing in the roadway. Is there any way we could have somebody go check him out?
Yeah, of course.
We would take care of it, but he's outside of our jurisdiction. He's on the county right away. He's got a wooden box with him and then his sign, and his first name is Jeff. He wouldn't give my officer's last name.
All right, this is the moment you don't want to miss. Out of nowhere, the request for ID comes in. No crime, no detention, no legal standing, just a demand. And when questioned, the officer admits it. You don't have to provide it. So why ask? Because most people don't know they can say no. That's the reality. This is how pressure works. It relies on ignorance. But this time, it fails. The citizen pushes back, but calmly, respectfully, and with precision. No shouting, no escalation, just facts. And with every correct response, the officer loses control of the situation. This is what accountability looks like in real time. Not chaos, not resistance, just knowledge. And when knowledge is present, authority built on assumption starts to collapse. Fast.
Step out of the roadway and just for his safety and safety of the cars. And he said, nope, I'm standing right here. So,
Okay.
But no video camera as far as we can tell, and no weapons as far as we know.
Okay. All right, we'll get someone out there, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
What's up? I'm trying to tell you, you have to go somewhere else next. What's that? Okay, so let's see. Hey, our private children.
Yes, sir. You get it moving. I just got here. Get back in your sweet ass cruiser and get out of here. How do you say your name?
Why is that?
Because you've made contact with me and you're a law enforcement officer. Shouldn't you have introduced yourself when you first made contact with me instead of telling me to get out of here?
Tell me why I got no.
Because you got no business here.
Why don't I?
You don't have any legitimate business here.
Why don't I?
Well, maybe you do. You can hang out with me if you want, but I'm not going anywhere. You've already screwed up multiple times. You already said I'm on private property, which I'm not. You've already said I can't be here, which I can. And there's nothing you can do about it. So have a nice day. That's why I'm just saying.
Hey, keep it at that. Keep it at that.
Yeah, just get back in cruise and have a nice day.
Okay.
God bless you.
Now supervisors step in, and you might think this is where things get resolved. But instead, things get even more revealing. The claim, private property. The reality, public right of way. And just like that, the entire foundation of the officer's argument starts to fall apart. Phone calls are made. Clarifications are needed. Suddenly, confidence turns into uncertainty. And watch how quickly the story begins to change. What started as suspicious activity now becomes something else entirely. Labels shift. Descriptions change. Why? Because when the facts don't support the narrative gets rewritten. But here's the difference this time. The citizen doesn't argue emotionally. He stands firm. He knows exactly where he's allowed to be. And that knowledge forces everyone else to rethink their position.
Hey, do me a favor. Yes, sir. Come on. Let's get it moving.
You get it moving. I just got here. Get back in your sweet ass cruiser and get out of here. How do you say your name?
And why is that?
Because you've made contact with me and you're a law enforcement officer. Shouldn't you have introduced yourself when you first made contact with me instead of telling me to get out of here?
So tell me why I gotta leave.
Because you got no business here.
Why don't I?
You don't have any legitimate business here.
Why don't I?
Well, maybe you do. You can hang out with me if you want. But I'm not going anywhere. You've already screwed up multiple times. You already said I'm on private property, which I'm not. You've already said I can't be here, which I can. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
So have a nice day. That's why I'm just saying.
Hey, keep it at that. Keep it at that. Don't escalate it.
Just get back in your cruise and have a nice day.
Okay.
God bless you.
I might say the same for you.
This is where the system starts scrambling. Jurisdiction confusion kicks in. Calls to dispatch. Calls to supervisors. Even outside officials get involved. And what do they confirm? No crime, no threat, no violation. Everything that triggered this response in the first place doesn't exist. But instead of ending the situation immediately, they try to justify it after fact. They introduce new claims soliciting blocking traffic, safety concerns. But none of it sticks because it's not backed by evidence. This is what happens when authority acts first and verifies later. It creates a situation that shouldn't exist. And now they're trying to clean it up in real time. But once the truth is out, there's no putting it back. The entire interaction is now exposed for what it really is.